Davenport here, 12:49 p.m. on the central clock, September 25th, 2021, getting closer and closer to my birthday. And I am so worn out, and so disgruntled, and so disappointed, and so depressed in the way that Facebook is treating all of us. I'm very, very disappointed that it's not a social network. Never was a social network, never will be a social network. It's a spy grid. It's casting its net for data. Data fishing is all it's about. And we're talking about 1,000 points of data on every single one of you that it's gathering, and more, possibly 2,500 points of data that it's gathering on you every single time you sit down to the computer. And in some cases, even when you're not at the computer, it's gathering data on you and selling it to the highest bidder around the world for advertising purposes and other nefarious and diabolical purposes. They're censoring us to the point where we can't have a decent human interactive conversation, mature conversation about what's going on in the world today. It's a dirty damn trick. It's a dirty damn shame that Facebook is into this kind of thing and always has been in this kind of thing. Uh, it's all about capturing data, metadata. It's all about taking all of your information from your life and storing it in a cloud somewhere to be used against you in some way, shape, form, or fashion in some future date. And believe me, it will come up. Trust me, it will come up at some future date when you least expect it. For those of you who are anti government like we are, for those of you who refuse to be pushed around by anybody like we are, for those of you who refuse to bow down to some state or federal or county or city or town entity like we are, it will come back to haunt you, the information that you're putting on Facebook. We are prepared for the consequences because we know there will be consequences to our actions. And like I said, they're saving up those consequences for a time when you least expect it in the near future. All of you who don't get it now, you will get it sooner or later. You will grasp, you will understand sooner or later what I'm talking about. But I am tired, I am sick, I am disabled, and Restream, here I am. Blog Talk Radio, there I go. We left Blog Talk Radio because they weren't doing a damn thing for us. Restream is good because it crosses over to YouTube and BitChute and a few other places. And I like it so far very much. And so far, we haven't been censored here on Restream. But we're still not getting any participants until after the show, after the video. Zero participants, type of thing, which is very depressing. Very, very depressing when you talk and you have something to say and you're educated and you're well read, well researched, and you want to reach out to your public and you want to pass on vital information that they need in order to survive and make it through this matrix that we're living in right now, this illusion of consciousness. You want to be heard, and if you see that zero up there, no participants, it's just very depressing. It's very depressing, and Facebook knows it's very depressing, and they're deliberately trying to drive me personally insane. Although I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to succumb to their bullshit. I'm not going to bow down to their bullshit. And, it's just the way it is. Marion and I have worked so hard to build these platforms and build these pages. And Facebook is destroying our handiwork. Facebook is destroying everything that we have worked for in our life for the last 17, 18 years. And they have the power to do that. Unfortunately, they have the power to do that. There's not a whole lot we can do about it, except just keep on keeping on. And we are working on some other projects, one in particular that's going to reach, I think, around the world. Like it or not, Facebook, I think it's going to go viral once we get our big computer down here, get our website up. I think it's going to go viral. There's just no way that it can't. It's too good of a program. It has to do with Prayer Science International, which is a page we built. Prayer Science International. You should check that out. You'll love it. It's a wonderful page, beautiful page. It's an active, very active page, and it's a very informative page. If you want to learn about religion and spirituality, if you have questions about spirituality and religion, you'll find your answers over there at Prayer Science International. I'm tired, folks. I am so tired. I am so road worn after that 3,300-mile trip back to the south that we just made, coming through Death Valley and driving that old car we came in, which it's a miracle that we made it in that car. But we are safe. We are sound. We are here. We're back up online. And in all probability, we're going to stay online as long as we possibly can, and as long as we possibly feel like we're reaching a few folks out there. I've thought about retiring, thought about giving up. I've thought about shutting down my Facebook pages, as many of you have done. Many of you have thought about, many of you are thinking about shutting down your pages. And I don't blame you one bit. I don't blame you one bit, but it is so addicting. Facebook is so addicting, and I really don't even know why. So even after you learn how nefarious and diabolical and what a waste of time it is to be on Facebook, people are still addicted to Facebook. And I am one of those who made that mistake and who have made that mistake. But I've thought about deleting all of my accounts and just getting away from it. That would change my life forever, because I stay on this thing, 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day. I mean, it would change my life completely. I'd have to find something else to do where I felt like I was making a difference in people's lives. Maybe I start preaching at Universalist churches, Unitarian Universalist churches under the pantheism banner. Maybe not. I don't know. But I've got to feel useful, got to feel needed, and I'm here to shake up the status quo. That's what I exist for, is to shake up the status quo and to just say, no, to bullshit and just say no to politics and just say no to all of the propaganda, indoctrination that's coming in from all directions around the world to Facebook and other platforms like it, brainwashing people, brainwashing young people, brainwashing middle-aged people, brainwashing senior citizens. Nobody knows what to do anymore. Nobody knows where to go anymore. Nobody knows what the hell's going on anymore. There's too much information out there. It's information overload. Information's coming in from thousands of things, and it's just impossible to keep up with any of it. So I'm fed up. I'm tired today. I'm depressed today, and wondering what to do with my life, wondering what to do with this Facebook thing, whether I should leave or not. I will admit it would be a very hard thing to do to leave Facebook. It would be kind of like quitting smoking or stopping cocaine or whatever, stopping drinking. It's an addiction. Facebook is an addiction, a bad addiction, really bad addiction. And I don't know what I would be doing if I wasn't on Facebook. Reading a book, rocking in my rocking chair, waiting to die. Yeah, I've had cancer once. By the way, I got my test back and I don't have any more cancer right now. At least not in that area where I had cancer before. But all of you should just do your thing, man. Just try to stay up, try to stay alert, try to stay oriented, try to stay happy. It's hard to do in this society if you're intelligent. If you're highly intelligent, it's really hard to do. If you're Elon Musk or somebody like that, you've got $100 million in the bank and you don't have to worry about anything. But I'm not Elon Musk or Bill Gates. I don't have those millions and millions and billions in the bank. So I'm living a very low income, low key life here. Things could change with this new program we're coming out with. Things could change. And I hope they do. And I hope I'm able to unlock this gate that's kept me from expressing myself on social media for so long. And you do that through advertising with Facebook. They want money, 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 money. It's all about the money. Show me the money. But anyway, I come to you very depressed today. And I come to you very confused today as to what I'm going to do as far as my future with social media, if that's what you want to call it. Maybe some of you can give me some feedback and let me know how you feel about the situation. We don't all have the same amount of information in our heads, so it's hard for you to really give a good analysis maybe of what's going on with my feelings and how I'm connected to this whole thing, why I would feel like I feel about Facebook. Maybe you haven't had the same experience that we have, but we're into the hardcore part of this whole deal. We're on the front lines of this whole information explosion, and we're deep, deep, deep in the pits of the news that's happening around the world. So we have kind of a different perspective, a different outlook on things than most of you do, who just play around on Facebook, play games, and talk to your friends, and blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So we'll see what happens. See what kind of comments come in. See if any comments come in at all from these dead heads, dead brains. I mean, I look out there and I see dead heads. I see dead brains. I see zombies. I see the clueless. I see the walking dead. I see all of you, and it's a dirty damn shame. It's a dirty damn shame. Some of these technologies have affected me. Some of these different technologies, mind control technologies, have jumped over and tried to really destroy my frequency, and Marion's frequency, and where we sit in all of this, and our capability, trying to ascend in our consciousness. But we're fighting very hard not to let that happen. You have to know that it's happening in order to try to stop it from happening. The best slave is an ignorant slave, and the best slave is a person who knows not about them being a slave. And most of you don't even know that you are a slave. So, anyway, till next time, I'll be on later. Take care.